Lesson 27, Life in the Country. Hello, and welcome to this lesson. Today, we are going to learn useful vocabulary for talking about the countryside, nature, farming, rural landscapes, and the disadvantages of living in a village. A. Surrounded by nature. The speaker grew up in the countryside, where they were surrounded by nature. To be surrounded by nature means that natural things are everywhere around you. As children, they used to play on the banks of the river and in the woods. The banks are the areas of land beside a river, and woods are groups of trees. The structure used to do something describes an activity that happened regularly in the past but does not necessarily happen now. In summer, the children picked apples and blackberries. To pick fruit means to take it from a tree or plant. In autumn, they often picked mushrooms. The 4 seasons are spring, summer, autumn, and winter. The speaker says that the seasons in the countryside were all different. They loved the scenery, which means the natural beauty that you can see around you. They also enjoyed the open spaces, meaning large, empty areas of land, and the fresh air, which is naturally clean air. The speaker still loves all these things today. Parts of the natural world. A tree grows from the ground and has roots beneath the surface. The main parts growing from the tree are called branches, and the branches are covered with leaves. The countryside also contains plants and grass. Common mistakes. When referring to rural areas in general, say, "I like being in the countryside." You can also say, "I like being surrounded by nature." Do not use the before nature in this expression. Incorrect. I like being in the nature. B. Working in the country. The speaker's uncle owns a farm, which means that the farm legally belongs to him. He keeps a few animals. To keep animals means to own them and look after them. However, he mainly grows crops, including barley, wheat, and potatoes. Crops are plants that farmers grow for food or other uses. Farming is a hard life. The speaker's uncle is usually up at 5 in the morning. To be up means to be awake and out of bed. Sometimes his work is not finished until sunset. Sunset is the time in the evening when the sun goes down. The rural landscape. The countryside may contain a hill, which is a raised area of land, and a valley, which is a lower area between hills. There may also be woods and large fields where crops grow or animals are kept. A footpath is a path intended for people who are walking. A farmer may use a tractor to work in the fields. A fence separates different areas of land, and a gate allows people, animals, or vehicles to enter and leave. The main house on a farm is called a farmhouse. C. The disadvantages of country life. The speaker says that the worst thing about living in a village is that there is not much to do in the evening. A village is a place that is smaller than a town. The main evening activity is going to the village pub. The nearest town is 8 miles away. When something is a certain distance away, that distance separates it from another place. The public transport is described as hopeless. Public transport includes buses and trains that members of the public can use. In this context, hopeless means extremely bad. Another disadvantage is that you do not get many shops in a village. This means that there are not many shops available there.